to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up second.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
.43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Titan football.
30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On the keeper.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
5 at the 35-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 16 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Arrow lining up for the extra point.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mostert. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right.
Lamar Jackson.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Mostert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the draw play, Coleman. gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the 41, Jackson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll dump this underneath for Evans. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hankins. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Hankins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
9 brings up 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Hankins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Evans. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. For Kidder here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Number 80.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Tennessee.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than... And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown,
Darrington Evans, 39 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hankins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw on 3rd down, Hankins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Hankins. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Hankins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Hankins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again, Hankins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Set to kick off.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Defense.
What they call? So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brought down at the
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Titans.
Number 80. Touchdown, Tennessee.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hankins. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
12. First down, Tennessee.
And again, it's Bridgewater.
That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down at the Jets' 41-yard line.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Open is Swaim, the tight end.
Bridgewater's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down with Evans.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Pierre Desir in on the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And it's third down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Bridgewater to throw it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Hankins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
8 yards to go.
Right there, 54, right there.
On third down, Hankins.
A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. Now a run with Evans.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
First down, Titans.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. On first and 10, Hankins. So this one complete to Doolin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hankins. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Brooks.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 4, this is second down and 1. From the gun, Hankins. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one, you're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Hankins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down. Hankins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Throwing, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
To number 89.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Throwing on 1st down. Hankins. And it's a fumble. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 3rd down, Hankins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Bridgewater here to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Bridgewater's
and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Evans. 20.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to